The panel optimizer that is available in Cabinet Pro and Door Pro has quite a few options that can customize the actual optimization process. Cabinet Pro's optimizer is at the very heart of the manufacturing process that determines how parts will be handled and how material waste will be almost non-existent. We start at the cut list report editor where we may choose one of the 6 available levels of optimization and one of 3 methods of optimization. These 2 features will be explained a little later. Notice each cut list may have its own unique optimization settings. For this example, we have set the optimization for this cut list to level 3 and the method of optimization to RIP first. After generating our cut list, we will end up at the panel optimizer with the optimization reflecting the settings we made back at the cut list editor. Notice the total number of sheets used is 30 with this optimization setup. We can change the optimization on demand by selecting one of the levels in this drop-down box. Levels 1 through 5 are generally used on panel saws and produce less waste as the levels increase in number. Level 1 is basic optimization, while Level 5 is more complicated. Level 3 is suggested for panel optimization produced for panel saws and is what we had when we first came to the screen. Notice that we are still optimizing in favor of rip cuts along the grain being made first, followed by cross cuts. Let's press the Re-Optimize button and look at Level 1 optimization as an example. Pressing the Re-Optimize button has resulted in the optimization being totally redone. Notice the number of sheets used is now 77 with this optimization setup compared to 30 sheets with our previous settings. So as you can see, Level 1 optimization is a pretty basic level that is not commonly used. Up to this point, we have designated our optimization to have parts optimized along rip lines where you would first rip and then crosscut. Let's select optimizing along crosscut lines where you would crosscut first and then rip. Let's also change our level of optimization back to 3. And then press the Re-Optimize button. Here we see a change in optimization patterns such that we are cross-cutting first, followed by ripping. We also see that the number of panels used is now 29, which is the best use of material thus far. Now let's set the optimization for CNC routers to see what our optimization would look like. Level 6 optimization, or CNC nesting, consists of the most complicated optimization and, together with selecting maximum optimization, places parts wherever they may fit. Let's re-optimize once again. In all methods of optimization, when using material that is not grained or placing parts that have been designated to be grain independent, Cabinet Pro will automatically rotate the parts if it results in better optimization. At the panel optimization setup routine, there exists a parameter where you can tell Cabinet Pro to never rotate parts under any circumstances. However, that setting is rarely used. To designate a part as being grain independent, we do so either at the material setup level, where the designation will become global when that particular material setup is active, or at the cabinet level if we decide to make various parts of a single cabinet grain independent. In either case, we highlight one or more parts, ignoring the material they are made of, and press the Edit Grain Direction button. We may then select Grain Independent for those parts. Now, when these parts are being optimized, Cabinet Pro will treat them as if they were not grained and will rotate them if it would result in a more efficient optimization. Cabinet Pro's optimizer can also cut out your leftover remnants and store them automatically to inventory in order to be used either with a panel saw or with a CNC router in the next job, thus saving even more money on what would normally be considered waste. Remnants must be of the minimum dimensions that you specify in the panel optimization setup screen, otherwise they are ignored. These remnants can be saved upon demand and then viewed in your inventory under the appropriate material. At the inventory screen, you may add, edit, or remove remnants as you see fit. You may change the picture at the top left of the optimization screen to your own logo. This is done by following the directions shown in yellow. These directions appear when the mouse is passed over the logo itself. You may also click on any part to reveal its specific properties, as well as its specific machining prior to being sent for CNC processing. This machining is for the part we highlighted at the optimizer and considers the current CNC setup files for Smart CNC rules and regular CNC definitions. Clicking anywhere on the screen hides the machining. If this optimization is being sent to a CNC router, press the CNC button and Cabinet Pro or Door Pro will generate the necessary code for all machining on all parts. Machining will then be performed per part and rotated appropriately based upon opposing grain direction per part, as well as whether the part was rotated again during optimization. The panel optimizer we have just reviewed is available for both the CNC and standard versions of Cabinet Pro and Door Pro. If you have any suggestions for its improvement, please do not hesitate to send an enhancement request to Cabinet Pro LLC